Hello there, welcome to In the Studio, episode 85. Today I'm going to show you how to create a realistic vocal double or a vocal harmony. It's no substitute for a real vocal double performed by a trained vocalist, but sometimes that's just not in the cards. So I'm going to show you how to accomplish this. There's many circumstances where you might want to create a double or a harmony. So what I've chosen for the example here is a spoken vocal, but obviously the same principles, thought process applies. So let's have a quick listen here.
Is this just a dream?
Maybe it is a dream. I don't know. Okay, so let's get right to it here. What I'm going to use for this is newtone. So let's pull that up. Melodyne is another really great vocal editing software program, but which I like to use. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But this can be accomplished in newtone as well here. So I'm just going to grab our little vocal snip.
Is this just a dream?
So there we go. Now, there's a couple things that you want to think about when you're making a vocal double. And that is, when you have think of it this way, if you have a real vocalist with you and they're doing doubles, and harmonies, and so if they're singing the same phrase, um, no matter how good they are, there's always going to be slight variations in pitch, in timing, in the vibrato, and that's what's going to make it interesting when you layer it with, another take. Um, if you simply just take a vocal phrase and you copy it down and layer it, that's not a vocal double. You're just going to amplify the overall volume. So you need to make some changes to it. And there's a few things that you want to think about, and that is the timing, the pitch, the vibrato, and the formant. If you don't know what formant is, it's how you perceive or the tonal quality of a vowel. So for instance, I'm going to just switch this to advanced mode here, and I'm going to turn the formant up a lot. And what we're going to get is like a chipmunk sound on this last little word here.
Is this just a dream?
And you get the opposite effect when you turn it down. So that's what the formant is. So I'm going to turn this down. So what I'm going to do here to create a realistic-ish vocal double is I'm going to make some changes to this. So what I'm going to do, I'm already on advanced mode here, which is going to allow us to make multiple changes, kind of in this one little box here. So I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to maybe turn the overall volume of this first word down. I'm going to make a little bit of variation, which is going to, change the pitch and the vibrato a little bit. And I'm going to maybe turn the format down a little bit. And I'm just going to go through each one of these words here, the whole phrase, and just make slight little changes. So I'm just going to actually pause the video for a second, and I'm just going to do that. Just make little changes to the volume, the pitch, the vibrato, the format. You could even do, the in, gain. Oop, that's the format. But you could change that. There it is, like that. There it is, the fade out gain. Just go through and make little changes. So I'm just going to pause the video for a second because I don't want to make this too long. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so what I've done is just went through each one of the little words and made little changes to the parameters that I just discussed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make some edits to the timing because I didn't do that, and I want to show you how to do that. So I'm going to take it off advanced mode right now. I'm going to go over to this little scissor tool, and I'm going to go to the snap to grid, and I'm going to turn that off. And I'm just going to make some little adjustments to the timing. Maybe pull that one in, out a little bit, that one in, that one in a little bit, and that one in a little bit. Cool. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this into the playlist, and we'll layer it there. Now in newtone, there's these global options up here. So this one here is going to just do overall pitch correction, excuse me. It's just going to snap it to the nearest note. So maybe I'm going to make another copy here, another double. So I'm going to maybe pitch correct this one a little bit. The variation is just an overall control for the pitch and vibrato. So maybe I'll pull that in a little bit. And then the trans here, you can see a little bit of movement, and this affects the transition between the words as far as pitch and the vibrato goes. So made a little bit of a variation with the pitch correction and then the global variation tool. So maybe I'll just do some slight editing to the timing of this one. So it's already on none. So there we go, that's fine. And then I'm going to pull this one in as well. And now maybe we want to make a harmony with this. Just saying, just for the example. So what we can do, I'm going to take this off of the the none setting on the snap to grid. Let's go to 1/4 beat there. And I don't know why I got out of there. We need to be in newtone for this. And I'm just going to select everything, and maybe we're going to pull it down 5 semitones. Now let's just listen to that.
Is this just a dream?
Okay, and then we're going to pull that in to the playlist as well. I'm just going to put these in the mixer. So this is the...
Is this just a dream?
The lower...
Is this just a dream?
So I'm going to put this one on 32. Turn that down quite a bit. And then these two I'm going to put on 33 and one on 34. I'm going to pan those first two doubles that we made. I'm going to pan one to the left, the other one to the right. I'll probably turn those down quite a bit just to give it a nice stereo sound. Let's hear what that sounds like.
Is this just a dream? Is this just a dream? Is this just a dream?
And without it,
is this just a dream?
Definitely gives it more width. Now let's just maybe run these through some reverb here. Just because.
Is this just a dream?
So there you go. That's one method for creating a more realistic vocal double or vocal harmonies in newtone. I hope that you found it useful. So leave me comments, leave me a question. I do love to hear from you, and I will see you soon. So take care. Peace.